It's New Year's Eve, and even though I don't have anywhere to go, I thought I would do some fun makeup. So this is going to be mostly an eyeshadow tutorial. So I'm starting by priming my lids, and I always use some kind of a mattifying concealer because my eyelids are very oily. So I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I'm just going over that with some translucent powder to set it before I start in on the eyeshadows. So I'm going to start with Oak. This is just a mid-tone brown, and I'm going to go right above my crease, and I'm just doing this windshield wiper motion back and forth. Back and forth. I'm trying to deposit the most of the color on the outer corner. You can kind of see that, but you can see where my eyelids crease right there where I wrinkle. I'm going above that. So this is going to make my eyes look a lot bigger than if I were to go right in my actual crease. To get the blending right, you really need to hold your brush at the very tip and just use a really light hand going back and forth. I sometimes will do some circular motions. This color is called Hija. It's a very bright, almost magenta pink, but it goes on so pretty, especially when mixed with like something else like this brown. It's just like the slightest tint of pink, and it's super pretty. So I'm just going over kind of where I just put the Oak basically with that Hija color, also with the fluffy side of the brush, just kind of going like back and forth, and then doing some circular motions, making sure I'm using a very light hand so that it will blend well. And this just gives me that really nice transition right there in my crease and makes my eyes look big. So now I'm going to use my ring finger with this super blingy shimmer color. It's called Soulmate, and I'm just using my finger because when you swipe it on like that, it gets super shimmery, which it works better than a brush if you want a lot of color payoff. But now I'm going to go back in with the small side of my brush, and I'm going to make sure the shape is right, because with my finger I don't have a ton of control over exactly where the product goes, but I got it really intense. Now I can go back with a brush and just kind of clean up the lines a little bit. Okay, and I'm just kind of blending out the edges there. So now I'm going to take that small side of the brush, and I went back into Oak, the brown color, and I'm going to kind of just define that crease right there a little bit more and start in on the outer corners. So I'm just adding some of that brown, and I like to do this because I feel like it really frames my eyes well and just kind of makes the finished product look, I don't know, just better. So I'm going to go in kind of like the outer third maybe of my eye out here of my lid. And I'm going to deposit the color with the small brush and then go and then flip over to the bigger brush and blend it all out. So I'm trying to concentrate most of that darkness in the outer corner. And again, this is going to make my eyes look big. It frames them really nicely, and it's just super pretty. And then I'm just running that Oak color also right under my bottom lash line. And I'm going to take some of that Hija and do the exact same thing, the pink color. Now I am switching to, this is kind of a champagne gold color called Rome, and I'm just going right underneath my brow arch, and that's again going to make my eyes look more lifted. So I'm taking the line brush. This is it's just an eyeliner or an eyebrow brush, and I dipped it into some setting spray and then into that same brown color Oak, and it's going to make almost like a little bit of a paste for an eyeliner, and it works so well. I love using eyeshadows for eyeliner. And I'm just going right along my lash line because the point of eyeliner is really to make your eyelash band look dark. And so that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just doing a very thin line. I don't want to eat up any of that pretty shimmer. I want you to be able to see that. So I don't want to go too thick or too high or too dark or stark, which is why I chose to use brown. So originally I was just going to do the eyeshadow look, but I wanted to show you what a difference it makes when you do your face makeup with a really pretty eyeshadow look like this. The problem if you don't is that likely you have some distractions on your face. We all do. And when, you have dark spots or freckles or blemishes or whatever it is, it really distracts from the really pretty eye look. So I wanted to show you what a difference it makes to just have some face makeup on. So I did some contouring. Now I'm going through with a brightening, a highlight to kind of even out my skin tone and diminish some of those distractions. And you're gonna see that my eyes are really gonna shine now. It looks so pretty. I'm contouring my nose right here, and I'm using just the buff brush. This is like one of my favorite brushes. It's really full coverage, and you can basically do your whole face with just that brush. It's awesome. So I'm making my nose look a little bit tinier, again, just so that nothing is distracting from my eyes. That's what I want the focal point to be. And if you need help picking out any of these colors that are going to work for you, just go to colormatch.laceyrodriguez.com and I can help you pick out all of those colors and make sure that they all will work perfect for your skin tone. I can also help you pick out a quad of eyeshadows like this that would look pretty with your eye color. So I'm just doing some lips. I just kind of layer on some different lip and cheek colors, and I contoured around my lips a little bit with the same contour color, and I blotted it off, and then I'm going to add some Buxom gloss because it's my favorite. I'm setting with a setting spray. This is a mattifying setting spray because I'm very oily. And then I'm using the powder brush with a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder just in my T-zone because that's where I'm the oiliest. So now I'm going in with my illuminator. It's a cream, but it also doubles as a solid perfume. It smells so good. This one is Seint number 4. Love it. All my makeup fits into this one little compact, and it's just a game changer. I feel so ready.